Greetings and welcome to another episode of Birding and Exploring Adventures. Well, it's a chilly morning here in Tambo in Queensland, central Queensland I think. Anyway, we've been here overnight. Today we're going to head from Tambo through to Charleville. Don't know where we're going to stop, but that's the general direction. Slowly winding our way back home to Adelaide. Anyway, join me for the trip. We'll see what we can find along the way. Augathella is the first place we're heading to, and as usual, always nice to know that the road is open. 115k to Augathella, so just a doddle. This road seems to be a pretty busy one though, lots of road trains, so I'm a bit worried I'm not going to get the opportunity to spot the wildlife as we go along that I normally do. Pretty much all open grasslands along this way, so hopefully there's still a chance to spot an Australian bustard. An Australian bustard. Then about 60 k's on, it's a bit more heavily wooded now. And I'm happy to report no road trains have needed to overtake me at this point. So I've been a pain to no one. And now entering Augathella. Let's have a look at the main street. Here's the main street. I do like this, the smiley mural. The smiley mural is a beloved piece of outback storytelling located in Augathella, just up the road from Charleville. It celebrates the 1956 Australian film Smiley, which was inspired by a local boy and tells the tale of a mischievous youngster determined to earn enough money to buy a bicycle, £4 to be exact, despite a string of misadventures. Painted prominently in Augathella's main street, the mural captures the cheeky charm of Smiley and the spirit of small town resilience. It's part of a broader collection of street art with wrought iron sculptures that reflect the town's colourful history, from bush rangers to racehorses. Here's a fun fact: Colin Peterson, who played Smiley in the film, later became the drummer for the Bee Gees. And another nice classic country hotel over the road. Yeah, I don't really know what to say about that. Yeah, pretty cool water tower here as well. Righto, we're off on the next leg of our journey, Charleville. habitual highway, how appropriate. All make way. Yeah, pretty straight stretch this, but not nice piece of road anyway. Next location is a place called Morven. I think we're about 30 k's out. Righto, here we go, trivia time. Oh, an ancient old rainforest tree. I have to have a think about that. I think the next sign should be a clue, so I'm going to wait for the clue. No clue. It's the Uline tree. Of course it is. How are you supposed to know that? Jesus. Now coming this way. Oh, what do we got here? Nice big wedgie on some roadkill. Now coming this way, you don't actually, if you want to go to Charleville, you don't actually go into Morven, but it was only 3 kilometres, so I thought I'll drive in, give you a look at Morven, and then we'll go back to the turn off and head to Charleville. Yeah, it looks like a neat little historic town. That's about it for the main street anyway. Alright, we're off to Charleville. The Blue Eddy power station doing a good job this morning, pumping in 130 odd watts at the moment. 82% full. Currently charging the phone, the laptop and GoPro battery. Nice bit of kit. Awesome. Just drove back to that roadkill and the wedge-tail eagle was still there, so photographed him, and then high up in a tree on this side was I think either a leatherwing kite or black-shouldered kite. I won't know till I edit the photo which one it is. But anyway, good score. Off to Charleville. Not a couple hundred metres down the road, and some emus. How could I resist? Anyway, if you look back, I'll turn the camera around. You can see past the fence there. There's another half a dozen or so out in that paddock. Things are looking up. Still no Australian bastard though. Here's a bit of the scenery along this road from Morven to, where am I going? Charleville. It's pretty much that landscape all the way through so far. Yeah, so I reckon we'll probably arrive in Charleville around lunchtime. So I think it's a pretty safe bet that they'd have a bakery there. And I'm thinking 2 pies with sauce. Ooh, yeah. And might I add, still no Australian bastards. Question is, are we going to have to flick over to the reserve tank before we get into Charleville, or will we make it on a smell of fumes on the main tank? Let's gamble. Let's take a detour. Have a look at this. It's supposed to be a rock pool down here. Let's check it out. Looks like a great little camping spot, doesn't it? Let's see what the water's like. Oh, that's a bit too cold for me though. Righto, let's get going into Charleville. I feel those pies waiting for me. And we made it into Charleville on the main tank. Good old Merrill. There's the bakery. Pies won't be far away. Righto, 13 bucks for 2 with sauce. Now to find a park to eat them in, and I have a nice cold beer to go with them. Yeah, Charleville's a bit big to just do a cruise down the main drag, so I think what I'll do is after I eat these pies, put the drone up and give you a look at Charleville from above. I tell you what, when I set this car up for a camping or trip vehicle, one of the things I bought was this really cheap little fridge, a little Waco. And I just pulled a beer out. It's been on the fridge has been on since I woke up this morning. So from the drive from Tambo through to Charleville, freezing cold this beer. So I'm going to really enjoy it. And that little fridge, 50 bucks well spent. Thank you. and I've eaten lunch in more unpleasant spots. Here's the pies. Right, let's get set up. They're both just plain mince pies. I'll do this external saucing, which I hate. I'll get a couple of bites in and then show you what it's like inside. Pretty nice, plenty of filling, not too much actually, but plenty of filling, very tasty, and I'm loving it. I think that'll do for that pie review. Here's a bit of a blurb on Charleville. Charleville, nestled in the heart of Queensland's outback, is a town where red dirt meets rich history and starlit skies. Known for its clear night skies, it's home to the Cosmos Centre, an astronomical haven that invites visitors to gaze deep into the universe. But Charleville's charm isn't just cosmic. It's also where you'll find tales of Cobb & Co coaches, wartime secrets from the US Air Force Base, and the quirky story of rainmaking experiments involving explosive in the 1900s. The town sits along the Warrego River, offering a tranquil backdrop for fishing, bird watching and spotting local wildlife like kangaroos. And you know what time it is? It's time for the fuel economy game. Dun, 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 dun. Right, the data's been punched in. We've got the app up. Here we go. Press submit. Ooh, baby, I like those numbers. 11.96 for the Prado. How good's that? Petrol Prado. It rocks. Righto, Cunnamulla, here we come via the fabulous Mitchell Highway. 196 kilometres. Just a doddle. Let's rock. So the countryside's starting out very much like it was leading in to Charleville. Of course, if there's any change, I'll keep you updated. This happened on my last trip to Darwin. I got overtaken by the shitbox rally. One more shitbox behind, gonna overtake. Too many shitboxes. Yeah, it's opened up a bit now into more like grassland. There might be hope to yet see the Australian bastard. And then back into this stuff again. About 100 k's out from Cunnamulla. So this is a little town called Wyandra, and there's a signpost pointing out a place called The Beach. So I think it's worth poking the nose of the Toyota down there and let's see what the beach looks like. I wonder if Leonardo DiCaprio will be there. I think I see the beach. Well, there we are, folks. The beach. Look at it. How bad, eh? Bit more of Wyandra. This section here, emus everywhere. I can hear you saying now, oh, what a lovely little billabong. But that's not what this is about. It's about the undocumented feature. First one I've seen on this road. Emus, spot the emus. Just coming into Cunnamulla and all roads are open. Oh yeah, the main drag. Just drove over the bridge over the Warrego River. Nice little walk. Might even do that one tomorrow morning. Anyway, that I think will be enough for that video. That was from Tambo through to Cunnamulla, and time for me to rustle up something to eat for dinner. Photograph the sunset, which I might even put up on this video too. Anyway, if you like the video, please give it a like, subscribe, share with your friends, and don't forget to comment as well. And we'll catch you on the next one. Ciao for now.